Hi, thank you so much for taking time out of your day and probably busy schedule to hear my heart behind why I love sharing Arbonne so much. Macy wants to join and listen in too. So prior to Arbonne, I was, and I actually still am, a licensed professional counselor. I was going to the gym pretty regularly. I thought that I was healthy and I thought that I was eating healthy. Well, come to find out, I did not know what eating healthy looked like. I didn't know how to eat healthy. On top of that, I wasn't feeling fulfilled in my day-to-day life. I felt like I was lacking community. On top of that, I had hit a plateau in the gym in my weight loss. I was wanting to see more weight loss and I was wanting to build muscle. So I wasn't doing either, right? I wasn't losing weight and I wasn't building muscle. So I know that sometimes whenever you build muscle, your weight will stay the same, but I wasn't seeing any increase in my muscle tone either. So I wanted one or the other, right? And I was going to the gym pretty regularly and I had hit a plateau and I was doing what you were supposed to do after the gym, which is to drink protein. And I was having really bad stomach aches almost immediately after I would drink my protein. And on top of that, I also was having headaches almost daily, at least a couple of times a week. And they were pretty severe headaches. They would come on throughout the day and then I would go home and I would have a pretty bad headache in the evening, pretty much until I went to bed. And I thought, well, welcome to adulthood, Hannah. This is just what life is gonna look like. I'm a counselor. I hold some pretty heavy stuff throughout the day, both figuratively and literally. And I hold all of my stress here in my neck and my shoulders. And so I just assumed that it was a tension headache or a stress headache, right? And I just figured this was gonna be my life. Well, I started doing some research online about whey protein, or just about why my stomach was upset after I was drinking my whey protein. And I found out that I might have an intolerance to the whey that makes up the protein, or to dairy. And so I was like, oh no, that's gonna be awful because I really like cheese. And really I like all things dairy. And so I started looking up alternatives and everything I found said, find a vegan protein. And I was like, where do I find a vegan protein? Well, lucky for me, really thankfully for me, and I'm so blessed that this happened. This was definitely a God thing. I had met a woman named Stephanie Imes literally like a week before. I don't even know if it was a week. Very soon before this, I had met her. And she had reached out to me about looking at Arbonne. And I didn't really know what she was talking about at first. And then I saw her do a live video about the vegan protein that they have, and it piqued my interest. And I was like, that's interesting because I've been looking for a vegan protein. So I reached out to her and I started talking to her, and she immediately went into talking to me about the business opportunity. And I immediately, in my mind, went, nope, nuh-uh, no way, no how, right? Like, I have spent a lot of money getting 2 master's degrees and becoming a counselor, and no thank you, this is not for me. I'm gonna continue to follow that path. Well, she was very patient with me, and I started the 30-day challenge. I did sign up as a consultant, but I told her I am not selling this. I am signing up to get the bigger discount and to get the products. Well, I jumped right into the 30 days. It's the first program I've ever been able to sustain for the whole 30 days. I learned how to eat clean and to live a healthy lifestyle. I immediately stopped having stomach aches. Probably 2 weeks in, I realized I was no longer having headaches. And on top of that, in my first 30 days, I lost 14 pounds. I continued to live an 80-20 lifestyle after the 30 days, and I ended up losing a total of 30 pounds. And now I'm to a place where I am sustaining my weight and even gaining a little bit of weight because I'm building muscle. And so the results of the 30-day challenge were just amazing. And then something started happening. People started asking me what I was doing. The first person to notice was my mom, and then just different people within my community and my life started asking me what I was doing, and I would tell them, I'm doing Arbonne, I did the 30-day challenge, and that clicked in my mind, oh, this is network marketing. This is not a pyramid scheme. If it were a pyramid scheme, Arbonne could not have been around as a sustainable business for the last 40 years. And so these little things, right? Like I had some preconceived notions about network marketing companies. I thought I would never do one. I had some pretty strong objections and hesitations. Some of those being, I don't want to look desperate. I don't want to be that girl that posts on her page all the time about this. I don't want to give up on all the effort and energy I'd put into my master's for something different, right? I had dreams, and those dreams when I was a child, like I didn't dream of being in Arbonne when I was 8 years old. I did dream about helping people when I was 8 years old. And throughout my life, I found that that path for me was through counseling. So I thought that was the only way I was gonna help people. Wow, was I wrong. There are so many ways to help people, guys. Is counseling one of them? Absolutely. Is it the only way? Nope, not for me. I've discovered that there's so many ways. So I began to realize in my counseling career that I was gonna hit a ceiling, right? Like I could only make as much as I could bill my clients, or I could only make as much as I could bill my insurance. And I was only making money if a client was sitting across from me. And so this is just part of the counseling world whenever you're in private practice. I didn't want to go work for an agency. I wanted to be in private practice. So I started to think, people are asking, what if I, start signing some people up and start dreaming bigger, right? I want to have so much in my future. And so I started dreaming bigger. What if Arbonne is the vehicle to help me make my dreams a reality? Started thinking about that, and I was able to overcome those objections by plugging into the Arbonne community and seeing other people that have been successful and have helped their dreams come true with the vehicle of Arbonne. And there are so many people in this business that have a nonprofit or support a nonprofit or support their community in different ways, and it's so cool to see the giving community, and that is Arbonne, that makes up Arbonne. So not only did the products help me live a healthier life, but the business and the community that came along with it have helped provide so much for me. Financial stability, physical stability, right? Like physical health, and so much emotional stability, so much personal growth and development. It has literally changed my life. So why Arbonne? Arbonne is botanically sourced. All of their products are botanically sourced. We're plant-based. All of our products are vegan, organic certified, non-GMO. Guys, the list goes on and on. The mission of Arbonne is to have products that are pure, safe, and beneficial. And that's exactly what they do. We have a really strict ingredient policy, far more strict than the US, and even more strict than the European standards. So we have a very strict ingredient policy, and we're transparent with our ingredient policy. We want people to know what they're putting in and on their bodies. So we have a nutrition line, we have a cosmetic line, we have multiple skincare lines, we have a lot of bath and body products, and all of these products are meant to be pure, safe, and beneficial, non-toxic, right? We're trying to reduce and eliminate toxins that are already in our system, and then keep from entering or allowing toxins to come in. So we're doing that by being healthy from the inside out. So what we put on our skin matters just as much as what we put in our bodies. I love the Arbonne business model. The compensation plan is simple. The business is simple. If you are coachable and ready, you can't be too busy for this business, y'all. I was in grad school, a full-time crisis worker, and I was about to take the National Counselor's exam. I was studying for finals, and I started my Arbonne business, and I promoted to the first level all within that month while I was graduating grad school. So there's so much. The business is, if you're coachable, the business is simple. All it takes is the willingness to grow and the willingness to challenge yourself and the willingness to be coachable, right? To try something new, to step outside of your comfort zone. So guys, I wanna ask you, what is something, or is there anything that you're living with that you think, this is just gonna be my life, right? Like I was thinking that those headaches that I was having were just gonna be my life. I was gonna live that way forever. I am so happy to report that I don't have headaches anymore. Maybe every now and then if I get dehydrated or if I'm having allergies, but I do not have those daily headaches anymore. So what are you living with that doesn't have to be a part of your life if you choose something different? And I also want to ask you, for me, I was going to hit a plateau in my counseling career with how much I could earn. I was going to hit a ceiling. And if I stayed doing what I was doing in my counseling career for the next 5 years, I would be in the same place I was in 2 years ago because I had hit that ceiling, right? And so if you keep doing what you're doing right now for the next 5 years, where will you be? What will that look like? For me, now that I have chosen Arbonne, and that Arbonne is something that I am working alongside my counseling career, I have so many more opportunities. I have been shown what it looks like to have time freedom, to be able to put boundaries in place whenever I say I don't want to take on more clients for my own mental health, or whenever I become a mom in the future and I want to say I only want to see clients every so often so I can spend as much time raising my family with my kids and my husband. I have the freedom to do that now. And if you're willing, I want to coach and train you to have that freedom too. If you're not interested in the business, that's okay. I want to coach and train you how to live a healthy lifestyle and how to enjoy these products to their maximum benefit. So if you have any curiosity, or if you just want any more information, or if you have any questions, please let me know. Because as you can tell, or at least what I hope you have been able to tell through this, is that I am so passionate about Arbonne, what it has provided me and so many other people, and what I believe it could provide for you. So please ask questions, let me know how I can help you, and I can't wait to talk to you soon.